How's it going, YouTube? LTX Prisco here, coming at you with another deck profile. So, as you can see, we've got another Time Thief deck profile. It is Time Thief Blackwings. It's more so just an update to my my older list, and there is some spice in the extra deck and a new 1.5 card combo. I've been calling it 1.5 because it is a 1 card combo that requires you to open up with Regulator, but it does require at least 1 extender. Whatever that extender is can really be up to you. I play a bunch of extenders. The whole deck is extenders, to be honest. So we are going to get right into it. 3 Regulator to start off. This is our main normal summon of the deck, probably the best normal summon in the game. This is a rescue rabbit that can just facilitate so much more. You tribute it, and you summon 2 Time Thief monsters with different names from your deck in defense position. Next, we play 3 Winder. This can be one of the extenders in the combo that I'm going to show you. But most of the time you're summoning this off of Regulator if you didn't open up with it. You can also, if you have this in your hand, like I said, use it as an extender, but you can special summon it from your hand by detaching from an Xyz material from an Xyz monster you control. When it's summoned, you can search out a Time Thief card and add it to your hand other than Winder. Next, we play 2 Bezel Ship. This is the DD Crow of the deck, but it also acts as an extender in the graveyard because you can special summon him from the grave by detaching from an Xyz monster you control. And then the last Time Thief monster is Chrono Quarter. This one can summon itself from grave if your Time Thief Xyz monster leaves the field due to a card effect. So when Redoer bounces himself due to his own effect, this can summon from grave. It's also like a battle fader. It can come up, but it doesn't come up all the time. For the Blackwings, we are playing 3 Oster the Southwind. This is the other normal summon if you open up with the with the right components. Like if you have this and like a Bora with Allure of Darkness and like Black Whirlwind, then you still have full combo. It just requires more resources. But if you open up this and Black Whirlwind, you still pretty much can go into your full combo, depending on what else you open up. 3 Bora the Spear. Finally got my ultras in. Doesn't it look so nice? Not once per turn, special summon if you control another Blackwing monster, and it's a level 4, so really good. Also, not once per turn, Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind. This one by itself can attack over a window using its effect. It's also a level 3 tuner that can... it's really good if you pair it with the next card here, Harmat in the Dust, because these 2 cards are pretty much Borreload Savage Dragon. Because this card, when it's summoned, can target another Blackwing you control, increase its level by that. So you special summon Gale first, and then special summon Harmattan, and Harmattan's effect target Gale. This becomes level 5. Now you have Borreload Savage. For the 1-ofs, I'm playing 1 Chris the Crack of Dawn, 1 Zephyros the Elite. Thinking about bumping this up to 2, but for now 1 is fine. I don't like seeing this in my opening hand. 1 Singin' Lanius and 1 Booster Strix. Now the Booster Strix is literally just like discard fodder, and it's only for a specific card, which I'll show you in just a moment. The last monster is the Barrier Statue. I cut the Dragon Buster Destruction Sword package completely just because I wasn't going into it as often, and this is just way easier to go into in this deck. And this requires your opponent to waste a normal summon as well as their battle phase just to get around it, which means it pretty much saves you for the next turn if they can't break your board after that. So that is pretty much it for the monsters. For the spells, I'm playing 3 Black Whirlwind. This is not once per turn. And it's not once per turn to activate either, so if you have multiple of these, make sure you use all of them. After that, we're playing 3 Allure of Darkness. main searcher, not searcher, but the main draw card of the deck, because this plus Oster, pretty much you activate this, right? Let's say you have Oster the Southwind in your hand, and like Bora, right? You activate this, you draw 2, banish your Bora, normal summon your Oster, and it's just summon back the borders, the Bora that you banished. So now this is just like a +2. And then 3 called by the grave, because you want your regulator to resolve. It loses very hard to Ash. So that's pretty much that. The rest of the spells, I play 1 Forced Burial, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Time Thief Hack. This is what you're going to be searching most of the time off of Winder if you don't open up like a Black Whirlwind or something else to bounce off of Zephyros. And the other spells, I'm playing the Soul Shave Force and the new addition, the Rank of Magic Raid Force. And I'll show you why I put this in here in just a moment. For the last card, it's just Retrograde. This can negate Dark Ruin or more. It's pretty much the only reason that I play it. For the extra deck, I'm playing 1 Redoer, 1 Perpetua, 2 Force Tricks, 1 Utopic Zexal, 1 Utopia, 1 Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal. This is another part of the combo, which if you have a general idea of how any of these cards work, you'll understand what the combo is. If not, I'm going to explain it to you anyway. And then the last card is Infinity, just in case like it's like going into game 2 or something and you don't want to waste the resources on going into Beatrice. You could just go into Infinity to protect your board from any Nibiru or whatever. For the synchros, I'm playing Blackwing Full Armor Master and Warlord Savage, as I stated. And then for the links, I'm playing Wise Tricks, which is also part of the combo, IP Masquerena, Samoric Bird of Sovereignty, Crusadia Avramax, and Apollo Symbol of the Goddess. So that's pretty much it for the extra deck. No side. Like I said, I'm still waiting on actual Yu-Gi-Oh! To come back before I start investing in the side deck. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and show you that 1.5 card combo. So pretty much all it requires is Regulator and then any level 4 extender. So for this, we're just going to pick Bora the Spear. So normal summon your Regulator and then use its effect to trigger to tribute itself. If you have Called by the Grave, you know, use it here if they're going to ash you. But special summon your Bezel Ship and your Winder. Use Winder's effect to search out either your Retrograde or your Time Thief Hack, depending on what you have in hand that you can, what else you have in hand that you can bounce using Zephyros. Now, you can bounce Bora, and then Bora will special summon itself back, but only search out the trap if you have more than 1 Bora in hand, which it does come up often. But you could also search out the trap if you have like Black Whirlwind or a Gale in hand. But for this, we're just going to search out Time Thief Hack. So we'll add Hack to our hand, and I'm just going to zoom out a little bit so you guys can get a better view of what the field looks like. So right here, immediately before we overlay, immediately activate your Hack. Now we go into our, where are you? Force Tricks. Now right here, it's essential that you detach your Bezel Ship. It's part of the combo. You'll see why in just a second. So detach Bezel Ship, and right here you are going to search out your Singing Lanius. Special summon your Singing Lanius, and then use Bezel Ship's effect in Grave to special summon itself by detaching Winder from Force Tricks. Now using Force Tricks and Singing Lanius, we're going to go into our Wise Tricks, and then using Wise Tricks effect, we are going to special summon our Zephyros from hand. Now right here is the perfect opportunity to summon Bora. So we'll special summon Bora to the field because we control another Blackwing monster. But leave Bora on the field for now, right? So keep in mind, if we special summon Bora here, it's going to add another summon, which is going to make us more susceptible to Nibiru, but this is weak to Nibiru as it is. You could easily have just searched out this and then have this in the back row ready instead of searching out this, but I feel like this just protects your Force Tricks and all your other Xyz monsters from being targeted. by like an imperm or a veiler or ogre. So we're going to go ahead and overlay into our second Force Tricks, and then here we're going to detach Zephyros. This is very important. We search out our other Raid Raptor monster, our Booster Strix, add that to hand, and then Wise Tricks effect is going to activate, allowing us to set our Soul Shave Force to the field. Now, right here, we can do either of two things. We can either go ahead and just activate the Soul Shave Force, or we can activate your Zephyros. Either one is fine. Just keep in mind, if you do Zephyros first, you'll have a little bit more life points at the end of all this. So we're going to go ahead and use Zephyros. We're going to put this back. Use Zephyros to bounce either the Bora or the Hack. In this case, we'll just bounce the Hack back to our hand, and we pay 400 life points. And then we're going to activate the Soul Shave Force. We're going to bring back the Force Tricks, and we're going to rank up into Beatrice. So this is going to be Engrave. Next, we can just link off these two to go into the Simorgh Bird of Sovereignty, and then we're going to use these two to go into, where are you, our Utopia. Next, we're going to use Beatrice's effect, detaching the Force Tricks, and we are going to send, where are you, Raid Force to the graveyard. Next, we'll banish Raid Force and the Booster Strix in our hand so that we can add the Soul Shave Force back to our hand. So we can keep this on the field if we want to, like reactivate it right now if we, really want to. But pretty much we're just gonna now discard the Soul Shave Force and go ahead and use Utopia as material to rank up into Utopic Zexal. Now, going into the end phase, summon the Barrier Statue, and that's pretty much your end board, and you should still have 4 cards in hand, or no, 3 cards in hand, sorry. So yeah, pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and just pause real quick. I'm going to shuffle up the deck, and I'm going to do a test hand, and we'll see what we can build from there, because this is not the end all be all, even though this is still a pretty powerful board. All right, so we will be right back. All right, so we're pretty much done shuffling up. Do a couple of these. Nice little cut. And all right, so let's see what we got. 1, that's perfect. 2, full combo. 3, that's even better. 4, that's pretty good. And 5. All right, this is stupid. This is the best possible fucking hand. Let me not break my shit. This is the best possible hand ever. Okay, this is amazing. Just gonna go ahead and get now. The only bad thing about this is we didn't open up Call by the Grave, so like whatever. All right, normal summon. Okay, now the combo's gonna be a little bit different because we opened up with Winder, but watch this, right? Normal summon. Effect, tribute itself. Go ahead, summon out these two. Your Chrono Quarter and your Bezel Ship. And now we're going to overlay into Force Tricks. Now, using Force Tricks effect, detach the Bezel Ship, pretty standard, you know the drill. Search out your Singing Lanius. Bada bing, bada boom. Special summon Singing Lanius. Special summon Bezel Ship by detaching the Chrono Quarter. Now, Link 2. Go into our Wise Tricks. Wise Tricks effect. And we'll summon out our Zephyros. So pretty much everything from here has been pretty standard. Now Zephyros has got a bit of a glare on it, so I'm going to move him in just a second. put you here. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. Right, so now gonna go ahead and go into a second. Actually, no. Before we do all this, right? So this is where it's pretty bad because if your opponent has an Imperial, we just auto lose, right? So we're gonna go ahead and special summon the Bora, right? And then special summon the Gale, and then special summon Harmattan. Now use Harmattan's effect to target Gale, right? And now right here, go into your second Force Tricks. Use Force Tricks effect. It doesn't matter what we detach here, and I'll show you why in a minute. And we'll search out the where are you? Booster Strix. All right. Now keep in mind, if you open up with any one of the other Raid Raptor main deck monsters, you could just search out like a Bora or Chris. It doesn't really matter. All right. But now Y Strix effect is going to activate. I don't know why I shoveled. And we're going to set Soul Shade Force directly to the field. Shuffle that again. And now we're going to use Winder's effect to special summon itself by detaching from Force Tricks. And now Winder's effect is going to search. And because we have other cards that we can bounce, like Gale and Bora, we can search out our counter trap. All right, so these two are now in hand. Link off into a Link 3 for the Simorgh Link. And now a couple of things can happen here. You can synchro with these two because Harmattan targeted Gale, which means Harmattan is now a level 5. Gale's level 3 tuner. Go into Borreload Savage. Savage's effect, you're going to attach your Wise Tricks. Now right here, Zephyros effect, target your Bora, send Bora to hand, and summon Zephyros, and then resummon your Bora. Now we're going to activate Soul Shade Force, summon the Force Tricks, we can go into either one of these two. Right now we're going for the Utopia Zexal lock, so we're just going to do Beatrice. Go into Beatrice. And then detach for Beatrice's effect and send Raid Force to the grave. Shuffle. Cool. Now banish the, well, this is in grave already, but banish the Raid Force and the Booster Strix to add this back to hand. And now what we're going to do here is a little different. So we're going to overlay these two, right? Go into Redoer. Now use Redoer's effect to banish himself until the end of the turn, and Chrono Cord is going to come out. Then you overlay, you go into your Perpetua. No, not Perpetua. What am I doing? I'm thinking of the old combo. Go into Utopia. And then immediately discard your Soul Shade Force to go into Utopic Zexal. Alright, then we can set this to the field. During the end phase, Redoer will come back, and the Simorgh Link will summon this out from the deck. So essentially, this is what we've got. Move everything over a little bit so you can see better. So we've got, this is kind of just a big body at this point. She doesn't serve any other purpose, but she can help with finishing the game off afterwards, right? We've got your opponent can't play a card. This is going to pretty much negate Dark Ruler no more, but if we could just activate this during the end phase or during their standby or draw phase or whatever, and they're not going to be able to activate Dark Ruler no more anyway. This is going to keep them from kaijuing us. This is just another big body, but it's also keeping this from being targeted. This has got 2 counters on it. This board is crazy. This is not always going to happen. I opened up the nuts. I'm going to do one more test hand and show you a different combo that's similar to my old combo, and I'll show you, like, sometimes you're not gonna have this board, but sometimes you're going to have something similar. So I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle up again. Let me not do this. And I'm not gonna pause the video this time. I'm just gonna go ahead and, like, boom, 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 boom. All right, hopefully I don't brick. That's the other bad part, is that you have the potential to brick with this deck. So let's see. Regulator. Oh, that's pretty good. Black Whirlwind is pretty good. Auster, the Southwind, and a Lord of Darkness. Okay, so this, you've already seen this as the 1-card combo, right? I am going to activate a Lord of Darkness here, right? See what I get. Harmattan and Bora. Okay. This is where I'm going to say banish the Bora, right? So put these off to the side. I'm just going to put them up here. So just graveyard and banish. Activate Black Whirlwind. We're not going to use Regulator here. We're going to normal summon Auster, right? Black Whirlwind's going to trigger. Now, it's unfortunate that we already opened up with Harmattan, because this is pretty much what we're searching off of this normal summon because of the Whirlwind. But Auster's effect is also going to trigger, and it's going to allow us to grab Bora from the banish pile. Right, so now Black Whirlwind will resolve, and we search out the second Harmattan. Now, it doesn't matter because Harmattan's once per turn anyway. But you see what I mean when I say that this and this and this is just really, really good. Doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen. Now, I am going to special summon Harmattan. Harmattan, I'm going to use its effect to target Auster. Now, if, let's say we're going to, like, game 2, right? We're going second. We would have one more card, but whatever. This right here, because she's a level 4 tuner, this is going to increase by 4, making this a 6. This is Blackwing Full Armor Master, if we really need to go into that. But we're not gonna. So, we're going to go ahead and overlay. Actually, we don't even need to overlay, now that I thought about it. We're gonna just link 2, right? Save some resources, less summons. We're gonna go into Wise Tricks. Wise Tricks is going to summon Zephyros. Ooh. Now we overlay, and we'll go into our Force Tricks. Use Force Tricks effect, we're going to detach the Zephyros, that's very important. And for this, we'll just search out another copy of Bora, just so that we can keep playing, because Bora is not once per turn. Add that to hand. And the Wise Tricks effect is going to activate, and we're going to set Soul Shave Force to the field. So right here we're going to use the Zephyros effect to bounce Black Whirlwind back to our hand, and then we're going to special summon that Bora that we searched off of the Force Tricks. Now we're going to link 3, go into the Simorgh. This is in the graveyard. And then we can activate the Soul Shave Force, go into Force Tricks. Now this can go either of 2 ways, right? We can either go into Beatrice and then go into our Zexal lock. Actually, no, we can't go into the Zexal lock. Never mind. We would need to make the second. We would have to have searched out the Raid Raptor monster. So instead of going into Beatrice, we're going to go into the Infinity. So now we have a negate to protect from Nibiru if they decided to wait this long. We're also going to go ahead and overlay. Like we can make, I guess, Redoer here. Like this isn't the ideal board because we didn't open up too well, but we do have these 2. This can, like we activate this early on, this can protect all of our Xyz monsters from being targeted or destroyed. But we can go ahead and make Redoer, move into the end phase, and then summon out the Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds. We still have 2 cards in hand, and we didn't really utilize too many resources. So it's not too bad, but as you can see, it can facilitate the infinite negate, or not infinite negate. Actually, yeah, it can facilitate the infinite negate combo if I really wanted to. I'm sure if you've watched my videos in the past, you've seen it. But here we're going for the utopic Zexal lock. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was a bit of a long one, so thank you for sticking by me and staying to the end if you did. But one more thing before I go, we are still doing that giveaway, and the card is right here. We are going to be giving away the Magician Girl. Gonna go ahead and zoom in. Giving away the Magician Girl once we reach 100 followers. If we can reach it before the end of May, that would be absolutely amazing. And I really think we can do it. We're really close. So as you can see, really pretty, really good condition. But anyways, that's gonna do it for the video. Make sure you like the video and you know, comment down below what you think. If you would make any suggestions. One of the suggestions I'm going to personally make to myself is to play 3 Parallel Exceed once I get my hands on them, because that's going to just allow us to go into more rank 4 spam plays. But in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.